Day 2. No Limits. Quote by William Blake. If the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite. Phil asked the question, who am I? I am. You would probably call me God, but I am. There's nothing else but me. In the beginning, my mind in the spiritual world was all that existed. The physical world did not exist. Only my thoughts existed, and all of my thoughts created immediately. Then I thought a physical world, and it was projected from my mind into existence. Phil asked the question again. Is Erin channeling you? No. I am Erin's inner voice. Erin is me just like you are me. Every human is me. Every human can access me. When somebody says they are channeling something outside of themselves, it's because they don't understand what they are, God. And we are all one. Phil. If I'm God, why do I worry so much? Worry comes from not knowing that you are God and that every thought you have creates. Phil. Every thought I have creates? Yes, I am everything. We all one. Through thought, I have created everything in the physical world. It is possible for you to think and create because your inner self is God, whether you know it or not. It is possible for you to think and create because your inner self is God, whether you know it or not. That is the one truth, one law. I am and I create. Is thought I, and therefore you have creates precisely every time. There is nothing in the physical world that was not first created in mind. It is true that who you are, what you are surrounded by, and the life you lead is manifestation of human thoughts, both yours and others. You are what you know, who you believe, and that starts in mind. I am your inner voice. I am always guiding you, but it is your choice to listen or not. I want you to create a joyful life through knowing intent. I do not want you to feel helpless, as if things happen to you instead of by you. Feel. I have a hard time wrapping my head around that. You have to accept that when you are hearing this, you might not understand everything right away because the concepts are new to you. Accept that you need to keep reacquainting yourself with them until they are part of you. That is the process of seeking. There's nothing wrong with it not being completely clear yet. Your understanding will grow as your knowing grows. Feel. Okay, then what is the difference between the truth you mentioned and our thoughts? There is only one truth, one law. I am and I create. This truth exists in a spiritual world of universal mind and cannot be changed through thought. Anything that has been created in the physical world is human-made. It is not the one truth because it can be changed through thought. It only exists until new creation changes it. A single creative thought can tear that human-made creation down. Feel. So human-made creations are limitations? Yes. But these limitations allow you to experience your creations in the physical world. Feel. Okay, are laws limitations too? Absolutely. There are no limits. People believe there are limits because they do not have knowing that every thought creates. If you aren't creating through a calm knowing that your thoughts create, you are creating through fear. Are all scientific laws limitations? That's right. That's why science is always changing and discovering new things. What had previously existed ceases to exist when new thoughts are created. Feel. When you refer to calm knowing, what do you mean? Knowing is the absence of doubt. It is the feeling of calm, of love, of pure joy. All other thoughts come from a place of fear, from not knowing. Feel. Is the purpose of life to create? Life is creation. Nothing exists but oneness and creation. Everything you think is creation. The purpose of your life is to decide which creations you will pull out of the ether of universal mind and bring to the physical world, both for you and others to experience. Every human has a blueprint, which is something you are here to create to contribute to the expanding universe. Your blueprint is something you have always wanted to do, but most people turn away from that voice inside of them. My voice. It is never too late, my voice. It is never too late to tap into your inner voice and do what you want instead of what others expect. You came to the physical world with a plan for your life that you knew you could fulfill if you listened to your inner self and followed your instincts. You knew that if you blocked your inner self, you would not be fulfilled. You knew it wasn't so much important that you found out who you were again, although that is your ultimate goal. But what was important was learning to listen to yourself above all others. Learning that because you exist, you are perfect. When you love yourself exactly as you are, you become a beacon of love. Feel. If we were you and you have made us perfect, how do we create these imperfect things? You are me and I'm an unlimited creator. That makes you an unlimited creator. You have the entire creative power of the universe flowing through you. But what you call imperfections comes from the doubts, fear, and belief of lack you have created because you don't have knowing that you are God. You are an unlimited creator, which means you can create for yourself what you do not want. It is because of your perfection that is possible. If I limited humans to only being able to create what you would call goodness, you would not be me. I've given humans a gift, an opportunity to learn, grow, and find themselves and love each other. You are awed by my creations, the creations you call nature. But nature was created with the greatest ease because I have complete knowing of myself and my creative capability. I'm awed by human creations because you are creating solutions to problems I do not have. You have needs because of the veil of your persona. Because of those needs, you create interesting solutions. While you may choose to focus on what you consider to be imperfections, I only see the perfection in each of you. Feel. So there is nothing to fear, even death or injury. There is nothing to fear. You are me and you are perfect. You always have my love flowing through your body, and whether or not you are aware of it. Death is creation, just like your life is creation. Injury is creation. They exist for you to experience. Feel. What happens when we die? You experience the full love and joy of being I am again. You leave your body and have full knowing that you are everything. You feel yourselves everywhere. You radiate love from the spiritual world. Feel. What are dreams? When you sleep, your mind is linked, without the blocking that happens while you are awake, to my mind in the spiritual world of universal mind. This unblocked link recharges your body. Your spiritual universal mind stores all the thoughts that have ever been thought. During sleep, you experience some of these thoughts as dreams. Feel. Why do we need to recharge our bodies? Because you aren't fully I am. You have a persona that blocks your inner self. If you didn't have a persona, you wouldn't have to sleep. You are fully I am. You need nothing. Your thoughts are. Feel. Is this why we like to sleep so much? It's very enjoyable. Not only do you like it, it's necessary for your body to be repaired while your persona is not blocking your inner self. Feel. We heal ourselves. While you are blocking your inner self, you don't know that you can create your body with your thoughts. It gets worn down because you are not creating it to be at its optimal state. You need sleep so the body can heal while there is no blocking of your inner self. Feel. Is this why we associate death with sleep? In both cases, we are returning to our source. Yes, in both cases, you are returning to your source, universal mind in the spiritual world. But when your body is dead, I'm no longer in it. It is still built of me, but I'm not creating through that body anymore. When you're asleep, I'm creating perfection of that body unblocked by your persona. If we weren't blocking our inner self, we wouldn't need sleep. Humans have needs. Your inner self needs nothing. The physical world isn't real. It's a creation. Thought is everything. There are no rules. There are no laws. When you understand that, you will be closer to knowing you are an unlimited creator. Feel. We need oxygen because we think we need oxygen? Yes, it is a thought that currently exists, but thoughts are creations that can be recreated. Feel. We can destroy that thought with another thought? Yes. What is health? Although you may be experiencing it in the physical world, health is just a creation. You are what you think. If you believe health exists, you must also believe its opposite. Sickness exists. Feel. Are humans' belief about what creates health and what creates sickness just limitations like other laws? Laws are ideas humans have created. Humans believe their creative power is limited to the bounds of those laws. The truth is, there are no laws besides I am. I create. There are only thoughts. Laws are limitations. Feel. Thought is everything? Yes. And you can think anything? Yes. When we know this, it is so. Yes, it is so, whether or not you know it. It works every second of every day, whether or not you know. But if you know, you create what you want. If you don't know, you are more likely to create what you don't want. Feel. How do we know what we want? Trust yourself first. Stop listening to advice from other people if it doesn't match what you feel inside. People who love you want to keep you safe, and safe tends to be sticking to what is already known. Anyone who has ever created anything big in the world has done so by going their own way, the way that hadn't been created yet. Listen to me, your inner voice. If you do not know what you want, ask yourself what you would create if you could create anything. What would you want to spend your time here on earth doing if you knew there were no limits to your creative power? Feel. When you say listen to me, you mean listen to you inside me? Yes. You want to speak to me? I always speak to you, but you shut me out. When you hear me, you tell I'm wrong. You are me. When you are telling me to be quiet, you are telling your inner voice, the voice of love, knowing and creating, that you don't want to be yourself. The more you block my voice, the more lost you feel. If I am you, who are these thoughts that are telling you to be quiet? Your persona is blocking me. Your persona is a creation that is constantly expanding through a new thought. So these thoughts in my head aren't necessarily me, they are creations. They aren't you. Nothing exists outside of me, but you can block your knowing of me with creations. People believe that they are individuals and not me, and it is constantly being recreated, but that doesn't make it a truth. How do I not block you? Sit somewhere quiet and breathe in and out. Listen to your thoughts. When you hear anything that suggests that you are not perfect and that you are not capable of creating anything you want, you know that is a blocking thought coming from your persona. It is not real. It is a creation. The truth is you are a perfect, unlimited creator. Main thoughts from day 2. We are all one. Your inner voice is God. Thought is everything. Every thought you have creates. You are an unlimited creator.